Here we are with another Friday morning live, January 30th, 2026. Life goes on. Looks like another beautiful cold day in the greater TO. We're at minus 22 Celsius. That's without the wind. It's supposed to be even colder tomorrow, down to minus 28 tomorrow night. Beautiful, beautiful winters. Cold makes you feel alive. Enjoy it if you have access to it. If not, you don't know what you're missing. It's people pay for cold plunges. They go buy all their equipment and ice and everything else. Or what's the other one called? Crypto, the cold chambers. It's like minus 50 or something in there, or colder. Some crazy number. But it's amazing. Amazing. The things that, we experience in this life. It's the vastness of the many variables. It's infinite variables. It's just like there's no two people that can experience the same thing. I don't believe that's a possibility. Like we say, everything is possible. How can two people experience the exact same thing when their physical, mental, emotional environments are completely different? They may be similar, maybe, I don't know. They're different. Every single cell carries the ancestral lineage from two families, right? Even if you have a brother and sister from the same families, it's still different. It's infinite variables. Two people cannot experience the same thing. We can experience similar things, but the same, I'll call anybody out on that one. We can, cheers. Some kidney tea. We can go through very similar experiences like we do in the realm of MFS. We've all shared our experiences, and it's all very, very similar. On the road to healing, that's that's a given. And through all the different experiences of people sharing, what we've seen is very similar and consistent things. Very similar, consistent things. So we know there's a grand designer in the scheme of things, a creator, because the same path to heal is experienced by all of us. So there has to be an intelligence, a grand designer behind. You know, the more you dig deep into the physicality, into nature, you know, the more you see there's so much intelligence that we can't even comprehend it. There was a scientist looking into the eye of the human being who was an atheist, and he explained the more he looked into the eye, just the eye, nothing else, the more he became intrigued and discovered that it's an impossibility, that there's no intelligence, no creator, and he became a Christian, a devout Christian after that, because it was just the evidence was overwhelming, just in the eye. Cheers. Just imagine. I mean, you can look at anything in nature. You get a blade of grass, you know, a leaf off a tree, a grain of sand, a crystal, a drop of ocean water. A drop of ocean water. 20,000 plus different types of bacteria. Imagine that. 20,000 different types of bacteria in a drop of ocean water, if my memory is correct from me reading that article many, many years ago. We were heavily involved in selling ocean water, which is an amazing, amazing addition to your gardens, your orchards, anything that grows plants, you know, trees, food. Amazing, amazing stuff. The color, the aroma, the taste, the shelf life are all intensified and increased when you feed plants diluted ocean water. There's a few plants that can handle straight ocean water. Coconut tree can. They grow right off the shore, near the sea, near the ocean. No problem. There's some plants that can handle it, but not. I don't know all the different plants that can tolerate, but as far as growing food and everything, we dilute it. If you give straight ocean water, you know what happens. You can kill the tree or the plant. Cheers. So we have to be smart, prudent, wise in everything we do. You know, you don't need much of the ocean water. You don't need much. Yes. We were finding, that we found through all the different experimentation between 1,000 to 2,000 parts per million of dissolved solids, which you can measure with a TDS meter, total dissolved solids meter, little digital thing. You can see the ratio of elements that are in there, and plants do wonderful. I was going wheatgrass. I went up to 4,000 parts per million, no problem, and it was so strong. It was tearing juicers apart, even at 2,000 parts per million. It's so strong. It's tearing the juicers apart. Literally, it was tearing the juicers apart. It was eating the juicers because of all the elements in the fibers of the grass. When you juice it, it was just so strong. There was some kind of vortex freeze dry or something that they were trying to get so we can have the ocean grown wheatgrass freeze dried, and it wouldn't break apart in this vortex thing that they had. It was too strong. so so there you go. Um, it wouldn't break apart. Yeah, it's just the good old wheatgrass days. It's amazing things, just people adding wheatgrass into their diet, into their lifestyle. But once people do that, then they start consciously eating better and so on and so forth. Eliminating all the bad stuff. That's the key. Subtraction. Subtraction is always the key. Right? We like to blame everything under the sun except looking at ourselves for all our challenges and problems in our lives. But ultimately, we just got to look in the mirror and we'll find all our problems and all the answers to our problems. All the answers are in plain sight. Even with everything happening around this planet right now, all the craziness, all the warmongering, all the answers are inside. If we can't have peace in our own homes, then just listen to the stories of what's happening out there in people's homes. It's not pleasant. If we can straighten out all the relationships in our homes, then we're going to see a much better place on this planet. That all the push is going to destroy the family unit. It's been all by design. It's been happening for many decades now. Destroy the family unit. Right? That's what's been going on. Destroy the family unit. It's all by purpose, all by design. We must continue with the family unit and all godly things, to continue to, have families. Look how many countries are not producing enough children to continue the race. Many countries, just look it up. People are not having families, couples are not having enough children. One, two children ain't going to cut it. Need to, I don't remember what the number is, the minimum, 2 point something or 3, I can't remember. But many countries are falling behind, fell into the trap of breaking apart the family unit, where everybody is all about themselves, me. You don't need anybody else. Live for yourself. Cheers. And it is what it is. Look what's happening in social media. It's all been taken over, controlled. Free. There's nothing free in this planet. Nothing is free. There's a cost to everything. Right? There's a cost to everything. And we must pay. We must pay. Because there has to be an exchange of energy. But not to the few people who believe that they're in control. There has to be an energy exchange between all of us, between nature and us. The more we give, the more we receive. That's the plasma love always flowing. It's always flowing. Reciprocates back. We just have to learn to be resilient, patient, consistent, and have discipline to be in all those. We must have discipline. Anybody out there got any questions, or we'll call it a day? I can't see all this sometimes here. Well, in the realm of MFS, we focus on subtraction and purging. So let's spend that, 9 seconds, 4:32 a.m. and or p.m. once, twice a day. Close our eyes and send plasma love to all those in dire needs. And we'll send especially to the evil ones, pierce their hearts and souls with plasma love, always flowing of divine source, always from divine source, so that they may see. With that said, we will see you back on the page. See you back on next call. Time is flying. January is almost up. We're going to start February. Couple days here. And ciao for now, guys and gals.